Hi everyone. This week's Torah portion is Vayechi, which concludes the longest narrative in the Torah, which began 3 Parshiot ago in Parshat Vayechi. If you've ever seen a Sefer Torah, in this section of the Sefer Breshit, you will know what I mean when I say that it looks like a sea of black. So let me just show this to you right here. It's just one long narrative, so it's very interesting. And there are a few breaks in the text, and it's easy to get lost, especially handing off a yad from one Torah reader to another. A quick look at the tikkun, like I just showed you just before, shows that this parsha begins not in a new paragraph, but only after the tiniest 2-space break in the Torah. So the narrative continues, but this is the slightest of break to show you where the parsha begins. I'd actually like to focus on the last sentence of this week's reading, which brings the book of Breshit to a close. Joseph died at the age of 110 years. He was embalmed and placed in a coffin in Egypt. Let me sing. Vayamat Yosef ben Me'av va'eser shanim vayachantu oto vayisem baron b'mitzrayim. Congregation responds, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. The Torah reader repeats that, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. This melody is called a Sof Sefer, and it's very interesting because when we combine it with other different sofs or endings of things, we get quite a few set of them. Okay, we have a set of quite a few of them. Excuse me. So we have Sof Pasuk, a regular Sof Pasuk in Torah reading, Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Pasuk. We also have Sof Aliyah, Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Aliyah. And we'll talk about that in a second. And we just sang, of course, Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Sefer, followed by the Chazak, which we just sang, which includes the melodies for the journeys. We'll talk about that in a few weeks. So what's interesting here is that we have 3 different endings. If you'll notice for a second, whenever we have an end of an aliyah, we go Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Aliyah. The person who's called up to the Torah then quickly responds with the second blessing on the Torah, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, etc., etc. Asher natan lanu. Okay. So we've transitioned from the major chords of the Torah reading into the minor of the blessing. And this is quite interesting. With the Sof Sefer, we have the same thing going on. We use a little musical device to go into the Chazak melody. And it's interesting because you have this transitional thing that occurs in Jewish music. Let me explain with this passage from the book of Esther. Another idea of transition. The phrase that immediately precedes the introduction and the preview of our hero Mordechai. V'hana'ara asher titav b'nei hamelech timloch tachat vashti vayitav hadavar b'nei hamelech vayazkein. Everyone then responds with the line, verse 5 from chapter 2, introducing Mordechai, Ish Yehudi haya b'shushan habirah. Then the reader continues, Ish Yehudi haya b'shushan habirah. And it's a very, very dramatic introduction to Mordechai that we hear. So Jewish liturgical music is all about transition and anticipation. And we've noticed this already through the book of Esther. We have an example from this week's Torah reading from Parshat Vayechi, the last verse. And we have a selection. I can give you an example from the weekday morning service. Ki l'Adonai hamlucha Moshe b'agoyim, va'alu Moshe b'Har Tzion lishpot et har Esav. Vaytal Adonai Amlucha, V'haya Adonai Melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu yi Adonai echad u'shmo echad, Yishtabach shimcha la'ad malkeinu. Going from the minor of the preliminary service into the Phrygian mode for Yishtabach, starting the morning service proper. And there are literally hundreds of these examples. So Nusach HaTfilah trains our ears to pick up important changes in our sacred texts, one of the rich and sweet customs we have in our tradition. Shabbat Shalom.